gentlemen, today I want to talk about something powerful, something that, if embraced, can radically change your life. It's not a secret, but it is a truth that many overlook. You must improve every day. Growth is a journey, and each day presents an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. So let's dive into 10 key areas where improvement is not just important, but essential for a successful life. While growth is continuous, the first thing to understand is that growth doesn't stop. You must commit to growing every single day. Just like a plant doesn't grow in one day, personal growth requires consistent effort. Take time daily to evaluate your progress and take deliberate steps forward. Never rest on yesterday's achievements, because tomorrow presents new opportunities. Embrace accountability. If you want to grow, you must take responsibility for your life. The results you see today are the consequences of the choices you made yesterday. Own those decisions and understand that only you can change your future. Stop blaming circumstances, people, or luck. Own your life, your choices, and your destiny. Mindset matters. The mind is the most powerful tool you have. Your mindset will determine how far you go in life. Choose to think positively and cultivate a mindset that sees obstacles as opportunities. It's easy to be defeated by challenges, but the key to greatness is adopting a mindset that refuses to quit. Your thoughts create your reality. Master self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It's not about motivation, which fades, but about self-control. Do the things you don't feel like doing. Work when others rest. Pursue your goals with consistency. Discipline shapes your future, while indulgence creates regret. Time management. Time is your most valuable asset. You can make more money, but you can never get back wasted time. Plan your days with purpose. Invest time in activities that align with your vision and eliminate distractions. Prioritize what matters. Every moment counts. Make it count for something meaningful. Communication skills. Communication is the foundation of all relationships, personal and professional. Whether you're speaking or listening, the way you communicate impacts your success. Speak clearly, listen attentively, and connect with others on a deeper level. The ability to communicate well can open doors that knowledge alone cannot. Emotional intelligence. Your ability to understand and manage your emotions and to empathize with others is a critical factor in your growth. Emotional intelligence allows you to build stronger relationships and respond to challenges with calm and clarity. It helps you stay focused on your goals while remaining sensitive to the feelings of others. Growth is a continuous journey, not a destination. It's an ongoing process that doesn't stop once you've reached a certain point. Every day offers a new opportunity to grow, to improve, and to become better than you were yesterday. We often get caught up in the idea that growth is a singular event, something that happens when we achieve a goal, reach a milestone, or acquire a new skill. But the reality is, true growth is a constant state of becoming. It's not confined to big moments or breakthroughs, but is found in the small, consistent actions we take every day. Growth is not linear. It doesn't always happen in a straight line, and there will be times when progress feels slow or even stagnant. But even during those moments, growth is still happening beneath the surface. Just as a seed takes time to break through the soil, your personal growth often requires patience and persistence. There will be challenges along the way, and there will be times when you feel like you're not making progress. But you must trust the process and continue to take those small steps forward. If we view growth as a continuous process, we allow ourselves the grace to fail, to try again, and to keep evolving. It's not about achieving perfection, but about embracing the idea that every step, no matter how small, moves you closer to the person you are meant to become. Growth isn't just about accumulating achievements, it's about developing character, learning from experiences, and becoming someone who is constantly evolving, improving, and reaching their full potential. This mindset requires a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes or end results, focus on the journey itself. Celebrate the small wins, learn from the setbacks, and understand that growth happens every day, even when it's not immediately visible. When you embrace growth as a continuous process, you become committed to progress, not perfection, and that's when real transformation happens. Embracing accountability is one of the most powerful steps you can take in your personal growth journey. It means recognizing that you are responsible for your actions, decisions, and outcomes, and not blaming others, circumstances, or external forces for what happens in your life. When you embrace accountability, you shift from being a passive observer of your life to being the active creator of your experiences. It's about owning your choices, whether they lead to success or failure, and learning from them. This sense of ownership transforms how you approach challenges and opportunities. When you accept responsibility, you become empowered to make changes. If something isn't going the way you want it to, instead of looking outward for someone or something to blame, you begin to look inward and ask, what can I do differently? This mindset opens up a world of possibility because you stop giving away your power. Instead, you realize that you control your actions, reactions, and attitudes, and ultimately, you control your future. Accountability also fosters integrity. It means showing up for yourself, being true to your word, and following through on commitments, even when it's difficult. It means confronting uncomfortable truths about your behavior, your decisions, and your progress. It's easy to make excuses, to tell yourself that things are beyond your control, but true growth requires the courage to admit when you've made mistakes, learn from them, and do better next time. Embracing accountability builds trust with others. When people see that you take responsibility for your actions, they begin to trust you more. Whether in personal relationships or in the workplace, accountability is the foundation of strong, honest, and effective communication. It shows that you are reliable, that you stand behind your words and actions, and that you can be counted on no matter the situation. Accountability doesn't just mean accepting the consequences of your actions. It also involves setting clear intentions and goals and being responsible for the effort you put into achieving them. It's about setting standards for yourself and holding yourself to them. When you take responsibility for your goals and actions, you ensure that your efforts align with your values and aspirations. This alignment leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment because you are not just coasting through life, you are actively shaping it. At its core, embracing accountability is about personal empowerment. It's about understanding that no one else is going to live your life for you. You are the captain of your ship, and only by accepting full responsibility can you steer it toward the destination you desire. Every time you take accountability, you step into your power and you create the conditions necessary for growth and success. Mindset shapes everything about how we experience life. It's the lens through which we view our circumstances, the foundation of how we react to challenges, and the driving force behind our actions. Your mindset determines whether you see opportunities or obstacles, success or failure. It's not just a fleeting thought or a temporary state of mind. It's a deeply ingrained pattern of thinking that can either propel you toward greatness or hold you back. A positive mindset is essential because it fuels optimism, resilience, and creativity. When you have a positive mindset, you're more likely to see setbacks as temporary and solvable rather than insurmountable. You become more resourceful and open to solutions, seeing every difficulty as a learning experience rather than a defeat. This optimism isn't about ignoring problems, but about believing that solutions exist and you have the ability to find them. A mindset that expects success is more likely to lead you toward it because you approach life with a sense of possibility and determination. Conversely, a negative mindset can be crippling. When you believe that things will never improve or that you're destined to fail, that belief manifests itself in your actions. You may become paralyzed by fear, avoid taking risks, or fail to put in the effort needed to overcome challenges. A negative mindset leads to self-doubt and inaction, often trapping you in a cycle of frustration and missed opportunities. This mindset can distort your perception, making obstacles appear larger than they are and solutions seem out of reach. Mindset is not something you're simply born with. It's something you can cultivate and change. Just as muscles grow stronger with exercise, your mindset can become more positive and resilient with consistent effort. Start by recognizing the power of your thoughts and the impact they have on your reality. Pay attention to your self-talk and challenge negative thoughts as they arise. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking I can't, ask yourself, how can I reframing your thoughts in this way shifts your perspective and opens up new possibilities. A growth mindset is a powerful approach to life because it focuses on learning and improvement rather than perfection. People with a growth mindset understand that their abilities are not fixed. They can always grow, adapt, and develop. This mindset encourages experimentation, risk-taking, and learning from failure. Instead of fearing mistakes, those with a growth mindset embrace them as part of the process, seeing them as valuable lessons that contribute to their development. On the other hand, a fixed mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence are static, limits your potential. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges because they fear failure or believe they won't improve. They may give up easily or become defensive when faced with criticism. But a growth mindset turns this all on its head. It celebrates challenges, feedback, and effort because these are the very things that lead to mastery. The power of mindset lies in its ability to influence your actions and outcomes. A mindset that believes in growth and opportunity will naturally lead you to take consistent action. You will persist through challenges, adapt to changing circumstances, and learn from each experience. In this way, your mindset doesn't just shape how you think, it shapes what you do and ultimately who you become. It's important to recognize that mindset is not something that changes overnight. It takes time, patience, and intentional practice to cultivate a mindset that serves your growth. The more you focus on positive, empowering thoughts, the more your mindset will begin to shift. Surround yourself with people who encourage and challenge you. Seek out experiences that expand your perspective and continually remind yourself of your own potential. Over time, your mindset will become your greatest asset, fueling every step of your journey. Mastering self-discipline is one of the most important qualities you can develop on the path to success. It is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors in the face of external demands to achieve greater goals. Self-discipline is what allows you to do the things you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing them. It is not about perfection or rigidity. It is about making intentional decisions to stay focused on what matters most, regardless of how you feel in the moment. One of the key aspects of self-discipline is the ability to delay gratification. It's easy to give in to the temptation of immediate pleasure, whether it's procrastinating on a task, indulging in distractions, or seeking comfort instead of growth. However, those who master self-discipline understand that short-term sacrifices lead to long-term rewards. It's about setting your sights on bigger goals and knowing that the effort you put in today will pay off in the future. By making choices that align with your long-term vision, you develop the inner strength to resist momentary distractions and focus on the bigger picture. Self-discipline also requires an awareness of your own weaknesses and triggers. It's about being honest with yourself about where you struggle and taking proactive steps to address these challenges. This might mean setting up systems of accountability, removing temptations, or creating routines that make success more likely. For example, if you struggle with procrastination, developing a structured daily schedule can help you break tasks into manageable parts, making them feel less overwhelming and more achievable. The key is to recognize where your discipline falters and take deliberate action to counteract those tendencies. Another important aspect of self-discipline is consistency. It's not enough to be disciplined for a day or a week. True self-discipline means showing up day after day, even when you don't feel motivated. Motivation can be fleeting, but discipline is about showing up regardless of how you feel in the moment. It's the ability to stick with your commitments, whether you're seeing immediate results or not. This consistency builds momentum, and over time your habits become ingrained, making it easier to continue doing what needs to be done, even when challenges arise. Developing self-discipline also requires a balance of patience and persistence. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results from your efforts, but self-discipline means sticking with something even when progress is slow. You must trust the process and stay committed to your goals, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards success. Over time, this persistence compounds and you begin to see the fruits of your labor. However, without self-discipline, it's easy to give up before you see those rewards. Part of mastering self-discipline is developing a mindset that is focused on growth. It means understanding that your abilities are not fixed and that with effort and consistency, you can improve in any area of your life. Self-discipline is a practice, not an inherent trait. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes and the more you begin to see results. Whether it's exercising regularly, sticking to a study routine, or resisting the urge to indulge in unhealthy habits, self-discipline allows you to create the life you want by aligning your actions with your intentions. Self-discipline doesn't mean rigid control or suppression of joy, rather. It is about balance. It's about recognizing when to push yourself and when to rest. True discipline is about making wise choices that honor your well-being while still propelling you toward your goals. It's about learning to enjoy the process, not just the end result. By cultivating self-discipline, you learn how to make decisions that lead to a life of fulfillment and achievement, one that is grounded in purpose, consistency, and growth. Time management is one of the most valuable skills you can develop in life. It's not just about scheduling tasks or filling up your calendar. It's about making conscious decisions about how you allocate your most precious resource, time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but how we use that time determines the difference between achieving our goals and letting time slip by unnoticed. Effective time management is about prioritizing what matters most, staying focused on your objectives, and avoiding distractions that lead to wasted moments. One of the core principles of time management is the ability to prioritize. Without clear priorities, you'll find yourself reacting to whatever demands arise rather than proactively working toward your goals. By identifying your most important tasks and focusing on them first, you create a structure for your day that aligns with your long-term vision. This often means saying no to things that don't contribute to your objectives. It can be difficult, especially when you're faced with urgent but less important tasks. But learning to say no is essential for protecting your time and ensuring it's used for the things that truly matter. Time management also involves setting clear goals and breaking them down into manageable steps. Large projects can often feel overwhelming, but when you break them down into smaller, actionable tasks, they become much more achievable. This also makes it easier to track your progress, and each small step you complete brings you closer to your larger goal. Instead of feeling paralyzed by the enormity of your tasks, you develop a sense of direction and momentum. Every time you check off a task, you reinforce the habit of getting things done. Another key element of time management is eliminating distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, from social media to endless notifications, emails, and even people who interrupt our work. These distractions not only waste time but also disrupt your focus and productivity. Effective time management requires creating an environment where you can concentrate on the task at hand without being derailed. This might mean turning off your phone, setting boundaries with others, or creating specific times to check emails and messages so that they don't interfere with your flow. Planning ahead is another vital component of time management. Successful individuals understand the value of preparation, whether it's planning their day the night before or setting weekly or monthly goals. Planning allows you to map out your time and ensures that you're intentional about how you spend it. By taking time to review your goals and assess your progress regularly, you can make adjustments and stay on track. It also helps you anticipate potential challenges, which can prevent last-minute scrambling and reduce stress. While planning and scheduling are important, it's equally crucial to build in flexibility. Life is unpredictable and not everything will go according to plan. Building in time for unexpected events, as well as regular breaks, helps maintain your productivity without burning out. Time management isn't about rigidly following a schedule. It's about being adaptable and responsive to the changing demands of life while still making progress toward your goals. Effective time management also includes managing your energy. It's not just about how much time you spend on a task, but also how much energy you bring to it. If you're working on something when you're exhausted or distracted, your productivity will be low. It's important to recognize when you're most energetic during the day and schedule your most challenging or important tasks during those peak times. Conversely, save less demanding tasks for when your energy is lower. This ensures that you're working at your most efficient and effective. Time management is not just about getting more done, it's about getting the right things done. It's easy to fall into the trap of busyness, filling up your schedule with tasks that don't truly align with your priorities or long-term vision. Successful time management is about quality, not quantity. It's about being intentional with how you spend your time and focusing on the activities that move you forward, rather than simply staying busy. Every hour you spend should be an investment in your future. Mastering time management gives you a sense of control over your life. It helps you reduce stress, stay organized, and make consistent progress toward your goals. It's not about perfection or doing everything perfectly within the allotted time. It's about being mindful of how you use your time and making deliberate choices that align with your values. By managing your time effectively, you ensure that each day is purposeful and that you're building the future you desire, 1 hour at a time. Communication skills are the foundation of every relationship, whether personal or professional. The ability to effectively convey your thoughts, ideas, and feelings, as well as listen attentively to others, is essential for building trust, resolving conflicts, and achieving goals. Good communication goes beyond just speaking or hearing. It involves a deep understanding of how to connect with others in a way that fosters mutual respect and understanding. The way you communicate can either open doors or close them, and mastering this skill can significantly impact your success in life. At the core of communication is clarity. When you speak, it's important to be clear and concise, ensuring that your message is easily understood. This means avoiding unnecessary jargon or complexity and focusing on the main points you want to convey. Clear communication helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures that everyone is on the same page. Whether you're giving instructions, sharing an idea, or presenting a solution, the more clearly you communicate, the more likely your audience will be able to follow and respond appropriately. Equally important is active listening. Communication is a two-way process, and listening is just as crucial as speaking. Active listening means fully focusing on the speaker, not just hearing their words, but understanding their intent and emotions. It involves making eye contact, nodding to show acknowledgement, and refraining from interrupting. By listening attentively, you create an environment where the other person feels heard and valued. This strengthens relationships, reduces misunderstandings and misunderstanding, and encourages more open dialogue. Listening is not just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about truly engaging with what the other person is saying and responding thoughtfully. Empathy plays a vital role in communication. Being able to understand and share the feelings of others helps build trust and rapport. When you communicate with empathy, you demonstrate that you care about the other person's perspective and are willing to consider their emotions and needs. Empathy helps you connect with people on a deeper level, making conversations more meaningful and less transactional. It fosters compassion, reduces conflict, and encourages collaboration. Understanding where someone else is coming from makes it easier to find common ground and navigate difficult situations with sensitivity. Nonverbal communication is another crucial aspect. Often what you don't say speaks just as loudly as your words. Your body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and gestures all contribute to how your message is received. A confident posture, a friendly smile, or a calm tone can enhance the impact of your words and create a positive atmosphere. Conversely, negative body language, such as crossed arms or an impatient expression, can send unintended messages and create barriers to effective communication. Being mindful of your nonverbal cues helps ensure that your communication aligns with your intentions. Another important component of effective communication is adapting your message to your audience. Different situations and different people require different approaches. The way you communicate with a friend will likely differ from how you speak with a colleague, supervisor, or client. Understanding your audience's preferences, background, and communication style allows you to tailor your message to resonate with them. This flexibility enables you to engage people more effectively and ensure that your message is received as intended. Feedback is an essential part of communication. Providing feedback allows for growth and improvement, whether in a work setting or a personal relationship. Giving constructive feedback done respectfully and with the intention of helping can guide others toward better performance and understanding. Similarly, being open to receiving feedback is equally important. It shows that you are willing to learn, grow, and improve your own communication. Constructive criticism, when accepted with an open mind, can lead to greater self-awareness and a stronger connection with others. Conflict resolution is another area where strong communication skills are invaluable. Conflict is inevitable, but how you handle it can make all the difference. Effective communicators approach conflict with a calm, solution-focused mindset. Instead of becoming defensive or escalating the issue, they use communication to understand all sides and work toward a resolution. By staying composed, listening actively, and addressing the problem respectfully, you create an environment where conflict can be resolved constructively rather than destructively. The ability to ask the right questions is another powerful communication skill. Asking questions not only helps you gather information, but it also shows that you are engaged and interested in the conversation. Thoughtful, open-ended questions encourage deeper discussion and understanding. Whether in a meeting, interview, or casual conversation, the right questions can lead to valuable insights and foster meaningful exchanges. Confidence in communication is key. When you speak with confidence, your message carries more weight and credibility. Confidence doesn't mean being arrogant or dominating the conversation, but rather speaking with conviction and clarity. It's about believing in the value of what you have to say and expressing it without hesitation. Confidence also includes the courage to express your ideas, opinions, and emotions openly, even when the conversation is difficult or uncomfortable. Good communication skills are not innate, they are learned and refined over time. By practicing active listening, speaking clearly, being empathetic, and refining your nonverbal cues, you can become a more effective communicator in all areas of life. Strong communication skills build stronger relationships, reduce misunderstandings, and enable you to navigate the world with greater success. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the ability to recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. It is a crucial skill for both personal and professional success because it allows us to interact with others in a way that is empathetic, constructive, and healthy. While traditional intelligence, measured by IQ, focuses on logical reasoning and problem solving, emotional intelligence emphasizes self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Mastering emotional intelligence leads to better relationships, improved communication, and more effective leadership. At the heart of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. This means being in tune with your emotions as they arise, recognizing how they affect your thoughts, behavior, and interactions with others. Self-awareness allows you to understand the triggers that influence your reactions and responses. By being aware of your emotional state, you can better control how you react to situations rather than allowing emotions like anger, frustration, or anxiety to dictate your behavior. It also helps you identify your strengths and weaknesses so you can leverage the former and work on improving the latter. Self-regulation, closely tied to self-awareness, is the ability to manage your emotions in healthy ways. This involves controlling impulses, staying calm in stressful situations, and avoiding rash decisions driven by negative emotions. People with strong self-regulation are able to pause and reflect before reacting, ensuring that their responses are measured and thoughtful. This helps maintain emotional balance and stability, especially in challenging situations. Self-regulation also involves being flexible and adaptable, allowing you to navigate changes and setbacks without becoming overwhelmed or overly reactive. Motivation is another key aspect of emotional intelligence. Highly emotionally intelligent people are often intrinsically motivated. They are driven by internal values, passions, and a sense of purpose, rather than by external rewards or pressures. This deep motivation helps them remain focused on long-term goals, even in the face of obstacles. They maintain a positive attitude and a sense of optimism, which not only propels them forward, but also influences those around them. Their enthusiasm and resilience can inspire others, creating a ripple effect of motivation in teams and organizations. Empathy is one of the most powerful components of emotional intelligence. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, to put yourself in their shoes and respond with compassion. Empathy goes beyond simply listening to someone's words. It involves tuning into their emotions, recognizing their needs, and validating their experiences. Empathy enables you to connect with others on a deeper level, building trust and creating stronger, more meaningful relationships. It allows you to communicate with sensitivity and understanding, making it easier to resolve conflicts, offer support, and foster cooperation. Social skills, the final element of emotional intelligence, are essential for building and maintaining healthy relationships. Strong social skills involve effective communication, conflict resolution, teamwork, and leadership. People with high emotional intelligence are adept at managing social dynamics, understanding group dynamics, and responding appropriately in different social settings. They know how to motivate and influence others positively, make others feel heard and valued, and build strong networks of support. Whether you are working in a team or leading a group, social skills are vital for creating a collaborative, productive environment. Emotional intelligence plays a significant role in leadership. Leaders who possess emotional intelligence are more effective in guiding their teams, motivating others, and navigating the complexities of interpersonal relationships. They create environments of trust and respect, where individuals feel empowered to express themselves and contribute. Emotional intelligence enables leaders to inspire confidence and loyalty in their teams as they lead with both competence and empathy. By understanding and managing their own emotions and recognizing the emotions of those around them, emotionally intelligent leaders make better decisions, handle crises with composure, and build more cohesive teams. Emotional intelligence also impacts our personal lives. It improves our ability to communicate with loved ones, manage conflicts, and provide emotional support. Relationships are built on understanding and empathy, and emotional intelligence allows us to engage with others in a way that fosters connection and intimacy. In personal interactions, emotionally intelligent individuals are better equipped to handle difficult conversations, navigate misunderstandings, and offer comfort when needed. They are more likely to resolve conflicts constructively, strengthening the bond with those around them. Developing emotional intelligence is a lifelong process. It requires self-reflection, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to growth. One of the first steps is to become more aware of your emotions and their impact on your behavior. Practice mindfulness and take time to reflect on how you feel and why you feel that way. Journaling, meditation, or simply taking moments throughout the day to pause and check in with yourself can help cultivate greater emotional awareness. Building self-regulation requires practice as well. It involves developing coping strategies for managing stress, anxiety, or frustration. Deep breathing, mindfulness techniques, or taking breaks during emotionally charged situations can help you maintain control over your reactions. Setting clear intentions for how you want to respond to difficult situations can also help reinforce positive behaviors over time. Empathy and social skills can be developed through active listening, being present in conversations, and seeking to understand others' perspectives without judgment. Engage in meaningful conversations with people from diverse backgrounds and experiences. Practice recognizing and validating their emotions and respond with kindness and compassion. The more you practice empathy, the more natural it becomes to connect with others on an emotional level. Emotional intelligence empowers you to build healthier relationships, navigate life's challenges with resilience, and lead with compassion and effectiveness. It enhances your ability to communicate, collaborate, and influence others in a positive way. By developing emotional intelligence, you unlock a deeper understanding of yourself and those around you, creating a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Continuous learning is an essential part of personal and professional growth. It's the understanding that knowledge and skills are not static but must be constantly updated and refined to remain relevant in a fast-paced, ever-changing world. The commitment to lifelong learning is not just about formal education or training programs. It encompasses a mindset that values curiosity, adaptability, and the pursuit of knowledge in all aspects of life. Whether through reading, taking courses, or learning from experiences and people, continuous learning keeps us evolving and prepared for new opportunities. At the core of continuous learning is the recognition that we never truly arrive. The process of learning is endless, and there is always room for improvement. No matter how much you know or how skilled you become in a particular area, there is always more to discover, new techniques to try, and fresh perspectives to consider. This mindset fosters humility and a willingness to accept that we do not know everything, and that's okay. Embracing continuous learning means being open to new ideas, being willing to question what you know, and being comfortable with the fact that growth often comes from stepping outside of your comfort zone. In today's world, where technology, industries, and societies are constantly evolving, the ability to keep learning is critical. The skills and knowledge that were once sufficient may become obsolete or less valuable over time. For example, the rise of new technologies in fields like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and digital marketing means that professionals must continually update their knowledge to stay competitive. Those who prioritize continuous learning are more adaptable to change and better equipped to navigate shifts in their careers or industries. By consistently investing in learning, you not only stay relevant but also position yourself for new opportunities that may arise. Continuous learning also fosters creativity and innovation. When we expose ourselves to new information, ideas, and ways of thinking, we stimulate our brains and spark new ways of solving problems. By broadening our knowledge base, we increase our ability to make connections between seemingly unrelated concepts, leading to innovative solutions. Moreover, learning from diverse sources, books, experiences, conversations, and challenges helps to expand our perspective, allowing us to approach situations with fresh ideas and new strategies. The pursuit of continuous learning is not just beneficial in a professional context, it plays a significant role in personal development as well. The more we learn, the more confident we become in our abilities, and the more we discover about our interests and passions. By embracing continuous learning in areas such as communication, emotional intelligence, leadership, or even hobbies, we enrich our lives and create opportunities for personal fulfillment. The process of learning allows us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, leading to greater empathy, stronger relationships, and a sense of purpose. Continuous learning also fosters resilience. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected changes. When we adopt the mindset of lifelong learning, we become better at adapting to those challenges. We learn to approach problems not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and learn. Failure, rather than being something to fear, becomes part of the learning process. Each failure provides valuable feedback, guiding us toward better solutions in the future. The more we learn, the more equipped we become to handle the ups and downs of life with confidence and perseverance. It's important to note that continuous learning isn't always easy. It requires discipline, time, and effort, and sometimes it may be uncomfortable. It can be tempting to stay in a place of familiarity, relying on the knowledge and skills we already have. However, by making learning a priority, we commit ourselves to growth, even when it feels challenging or inconvenient. Whether through formal education, self-study, or simply engaging with others who have different perspectives, we must actively seek opportunities to expand our understanding. One of the most powerful aspects of continuous learning is that it often leads to a sense of fulfillment and purpose. As we learn and grow, we begin to see the connections between what we've learned and the impact it has on our lives and the lives of others. We develop a sense of mastery and achievement, knowing that we are always improving, no matter how far we've come. The pursuit of knowledge becomes an enriching journey that enhances our lives and enables us to contribute more effectively to our communities in the world. Learning from others plays a significant role in continuous education. Whether through mentors, colleagues, friends, or peers, the insights and experiences of those around us are invaluable. By engaging in conversations, seeking advice, and learning from different viewpoints, we gain perspectives that we might not have considered on our own. This collaboration and exchange of ideas help us refine our own thinking and grow as individuals. It reminds us that learning doesn't just come from books or courses, but also from the people we interact with every day. Continuous learning also teaches us the importance of curiosity and asking questions. The more questions we ask, the more we open ourselves to new insights and discoveries. This curiosity encourages us to seek deeper understanding, challenge assumptions, and explore possibilities that we might otherwise overlook. It's through questioning and exploring that we uncover new areas of interest and unlock our potential. In the long run, continuous learning becomes a habit, a lifelong commitment that enriches every area of our lives. It leads to greater wisdom, broader perspectives, and a more fulfilling existence. It enables us to tackle challenges more effectively, approach opportunities with confidence, and remain adaptable in an ever-changing world. By adopting the mindset of continuous learning, we empower ourselves to grow, evolve, and achieve more than we ever thought possible. Vision and purpose are the driving forces that propel individuals towards success and fulfillment. They provide clarity, direction, and motivation, offering a roadmap for how we navigate life's challenges and seize opportunities. Vision is the ability to see beyond the present and imagine a future that aligns with our values and desires. Purpose, on the other hand, is the underlying reason for why we pursue that vision, the deeper meaning that gives our efforts significance. And together, vision and purpose create a powerful synergy that fuels personal and professional growth, guiding us through the ups and downs of life. Having a clear vision is essential because it serves as a compass. It is the picture of where you want to go, the future you want to create. A vision is not just a vague idea or wish, it's a detailed, compelling image of what your life could look like if you achieve your goals. It might involve career aspirations, personal growth, relationships, or contributions to the community. Without a vision, you risk wandering aimlessly, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping your own path. A strong vision keeps you focused, helping you make decisions aligned with your long-term goals and maintain a sense of purpose when faced with obstacles. Purpose is the foundation upon which your vision is built. It's the why behind everything you do. When you know your purpose, you understand the deeper significance of your actions and the impact you hope to have on the world. Purpose provides the energy and motivation to keep going, even when things get tough. It's easy to get distracted by short-term goals or immediate rewards, but a clear sense of purpose helps you stay aligned with your true values and the long-term objectives that matter most. It reminds you that there's more to life than just achieving success. It's about making a meaningful contribution, building relationships, and growing as a person. One of the greatest benefits of having a strong vision and purpose is the sense of fulfillment that it brings. When you are living according to a vision that excites and inspires you, each day becomes an opportunity to make progress towards something meaningful. Your work, actions, and choices feel more intentional because they are driven by a purpose larger than yourself. This sense of fulfillment comes not from external validation or material success, but from the inner satisfaction of knowing you are moving toward a goal that reflects who you are and what you stand for. Vision and purpose also provide resilience in the face of challenges. Life is full of setbacks, obstacles, and unexpected turns. Without a vision and purpose, it's easy to feel lost or discouraged during difficult times. However, when you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and a strong sense of purpose behind it, you are more likely to persevere. Instead of giving up when things get tough, you are motivated to push through, knowing that every challenge is a stepping stone toward realizing your greater goal. Your vision helps you stay focused, and your purpose fuels your determination, even when the journey feels long or uncertain. Vision and purpose help prioritize what truly matters. In today's fast-paced world, we are bombarded with distractions and countless demands on our time. Having a clear vision and purpose allows you to filter out what is not aligned with your long-term goals. You learn to say no to opportunities, activities, or commitments that do not serve your vision or align with your core values. This enables you to focus your energy and resources on what will bring you closer to your desired future, rather than getting caught up in the noise of everyday life. As you work toward your vision, purpose acts as a guiding principle that informs your choices, behaviors, and interactions with others. It shapes how you approach relationships, challenges, and growth. When you have a sense of purpose, you naturally attract like-minded individuals who share similar values and aspirations. These relationships foster support, encouragement, and collaboration, helping you move closer to your goals. At the same time, your actions and decisions become more intentional, ensuring that your path aligns with the greater purpose you've defined for yourself. Building a vision and identifying your purpose often requires introspection and self-discovery. It involves understanding your values, passions, and strengths, and then considering how those elements align with your long-term goals. This process is not always straightforward. It can take time, reflection, and experimentation to clarify what truly matters to you. However, once you have a clear vision and a well-defined purpose, they serve as powerful anchors in your life, providing direction when you feel uncertain or unsure. Vision and purpose are also not static. They evolve over time. As you grow and experience new things, your vision may shift and your purpose may become clearer or change direction. This is a natural part of the process and should be embraced. Flexibility and openness to change are essential for maintaining a sense of fulfillment. What might have been your vision or purpose at one stage of life may no longer align with your current self. Being open to reassessing and redefining your vision and purpose allows you to grow in ways that reflect your evolving experiences and aspirations. Living with vision and purpose can also have a profound impact on others. When you lead with a clear vision and purpose, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your energy, commitment, and focus can serve as a model for others, encouraging them to clarify their own vision and pursue their goals with determination. A sense of purpose is contagious. When others see you living authentically and pursuing something meaningful, they are often inspired to find their own path and contribute to the greater good in their own unique ways. Vision and purpose are the keys to living a life that is both fulfilling and impactful. They provide a sense of direction, guiding you toward your goals and helping you make decisions that align with your values. With a clear vision and a sense of purpose, every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to a life that reflects who you truly are and the difference you want to make in the world. An attitude of gratitude is a mindset that shifts our focus from what is lacking or negative in our lives to what is abundant and positive. It is the practice of actively recognizing and appreciating the good things we have, the people in our lives, and the experiences that shape us. Gratitude is not just about expressing thanks for big milestones or obvious blessings. It's about cultivating an ongoing awareness of the small, often overlooked gifts that surround us every day. Embracing this attitude transforms how we perceive the world and interact with others, bringing a sense of peace, contentment, and joy into our lives. Gratitude starts with an awareness of the present moment. We often spend so much time thinking about the future or reflecting on the past that we forget to appreciate the present. By practicing gratitude, we begin to pay attention to the here and now. This might involve noticing the beauty in nature, appreciating a conversation with a loved one, or even recognizing the small victories in our daily tasks. When we make gratitude a habit, we train ourselves to see the goodness in each moment, even when life isn't perfect or everything isn't going as planned. This shift in perspective helps us find joy in the ordinary and reminds us that even in challenging times, there is always something to be grateful for. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to change our mindset. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others or feeling dissatisfied with what we have. However, gratitude allows us to step back and recognize that despite any shortcomings, we are already blessed with so much. This shift in thinking reduces negative emotions like envy, resentment, and frustration. Instead of feeling like we are missing out or lacking, we begin to feel a sense of fulfillment and appreciation for what we do have. Practicing gratitude also helps us build resilience. Life is filled with setbacks, challenges, and disappointments. But when we approach these moments with gratitude, we can better handle adversity. Gratitude doesn't eliminate the difficulties we face, but it helps us cope with them by focusing on the positives in our lives. It encourages us to look at problems as opportunities for growth, learning, and improvement. Even in difficult times, we can find something to be grateful for: a lesson learned, a supportive friend, or the strength we have gained. By maintaining an attitude of gratitude, we strengthen our ability to persevere through challenges with a sense of hope and determination. Another profound benefit of gratitude is its impact on our relationships. When we express gratitude toward others, we deepen our connections with them. A simple thank you can go a long way in making someone feel seen and appreciated. Gratitude fosters kindness, compassion, and empathy, strengthening the bonds we share with friends, family, and colleagues. It also has a ripple effect. When others feel appreciated, they are more likely to show gratitude in return, creating a positive cycle of kindness and generosity. By acknowledging the contributions and efforts of those around us, we contribute to an environment of trust, respect, and mutual support. Gratitude is closely linked to our overall well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience improved mental health, reduced stress, and higher levels of happiness. Gratitude promotes positive emotions and reduces the impact of negative feelings such as anxiety, depression, and anger. By focusing on the positives in our lives, we release feelings of negativity and cultivate a more optimistic outlook. Gratitude also enhances physical health. People who are grateful tend to sleep better, exercise more, and take better care of themselves. The act of appreciating what we have contributes to a greater sense of overall well-being. In addition, Gratitude encourages mindfulness. It invites us to slow down and be present in the moment, appreciating life as it unfolds rather than rushing through it. Mindfulness and gratitude go hand in hand, as both encourage a deeper awareness of our surroundings, our emotions, and the relationships we hold dear. When we practice mindfulness, we are more likely to notice the small moments of joy and beauty that we might otherwise overlook. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our face, a smile from a stranger, or a quiet moment of reflection, gratitude helps us recognize and savor these fleeting moments. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for self-reflection. By regularly taking time to acknowledge the things we are grateful for, we begin to reflect on our lives and how far we have come. This practice fosters a sense of accomplishment and appreciation for our journey, even when we haven't reached all of our goals yet. Gratitude reminds us that progress is not always measured by external achievements, but by the internal growth we experience along the way. It encourages us to celebrate small victories, recognize our strengths, and be proud of the effort we put into our personal development. Another significant aspect of gratitude is its ability to inspire action. When we recognize the good in our lives, we are more likely to want to give back to others. Gratitude leads to generosity as we become more inclined to help, support, and uplift those around us. Whether through acts of kindness, volunteering, or simply offering words of encouragement, gratitude motivates us to share our blessings with others. It reminds us that just as we have received support and kindness from others, we can pay it forward, creating a positive impact in our communities. While it's easy to be grateful when things are going well, true gratitude is practiced during difficult times as well. It is in these moments that the power of gratitude becomes most apparent. When life feels overwhelming or unfair, it can be challenging to find things to be grateful for. However, it is during these moments that gratitude helps shift our perspective. It helps us focus on the small blessings, the lessons learned, and the growth that can come from hardship. It doesn't deny the pain or struggles we face, but it helps us find light even in the darkest moments. An attitude of gratitude transforms the way we experience life. It enhances our relationships, improves our mental and physical well-being, and helps us navigate challenges with resilience and hope. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a practice, a daily choice to acknowledge the good and appreciate the abundance around us. By embracing gratitude in all aspects of our lives, we create a mindset that attracts positivity, joy, and fulfillment. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude is one of the most powerful choices we can make in life. It shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance that already exists in our lives, bringing greater peace, joy, and resilience. When we embrace gratitude, we not only transform our own mindset, but also enrich our relationships in the world around us. Every moment offers an opportunity to appreciate the goodness we often overlook, and in doing so, we unlock the true power of living with purpose and positivity. Let us remember that gratitude is not just a response to life's blessings, it is a way of life, a way to invite more blessings into our lives. The more we give thanks, the more we have to be thankful for. So let us choose gratitude every day, and let it be the driving force that shapes our future, strengthens our spirit, and connects us to the very best of who we are and the world we are part of.